Let's understand waiting for the rain in this video. Have you ever waited and waited for rain while watching dry, cracked ground? Imagine a farmer waking up every day and hoping the sky will change. This story will feel like that, and it will ask us to think about nature. Kamakshi Balasubramanian is the author of this story. She is an Indian writer and teacher who thinks a lot about nature. She writes gently, asking us to notice small, everyday things. In this story, she uses the voice of an old woman to teach a lesson. Now let us meet the main person in the story, Velu. Velu is a hard-working farmer who wakes up early every day to work his land. He takes great pride in his fields and never likes to rest. For 6 years, his land gave good crops like jowar and dal, and he felt hopeful. But that year, the monsoon did not come as usual. The sun looked bright and red, and there were no clouds. The fields became dry, cracked, and looked lifeless. Other villagers grew worried about their crops and their incomes. Some people thought of going to astrologers or doing rituals to bring rain. Astrologers are people who study stars to make predictions. But Velu did not trust that. Velu trusted practical knowledge and nature more than superstition. He even went to the weather office to ask the experts. The weather people were unsure too and could not say when rain would come. On his way home, Velu rested under a tree and met an old woman. She had a kind face and a calm way of speaking. The old woman suggested something different. She said the land itself might be tired and need rest. She compared the earth to people who sometimes need a break to get stronger. Her words made Velu stop and think about the soil and its needs. Velu began to understand that pauses in nature can have a purpose. As he walked home, he felt a cool breeze and a tiny drop of water. Clouds gathered, the air cooled, and Velu felt hope and joy return. The story shows that trusting nature and being patient can bring peace. So, what do we learn from this? We learn that hard work is important, but nature has its own timing. Sometimes the land needs rest, and we must accept that calmly. Accepting pauses can reduce worry and help people make better choices. The old woman in the story represents simple old wisdom that helps Velu. Velu shows us patience, pride in work, and the worry that comes with drought. Let us quickly remember the main points. Velu is a hard-working farmer. The monsoon failed, the land looked tired, and villagers were worried. Velu sought experts, met the wise old woman, and learned that the earth may need rest. Then the first signs of rain came, bringing hope and joy. Now, a few difficult words and their meanings in simple language. Crimson means a deep red color. Encouraging means giving hope or confidence. Dejected means feeling sad and disappointed. Astrologers are people who study stars to guess the future. Wrinkled means having lines or folds, often because of age. Fragrant means having a pleasant smell. Undisturbed means not being interrupted or bothered. Jowar is a grain, also called sorghum, used for food. Harvesting means gathering crops from the fields when they are ready. Cracked means having lines or splits on the surface. Frustration means feeling upset because things are blocked or hard. Rejuvenate means to make something fresh, new, or more energetic again. So today we learned the story, the characters, the theme, and the message. Remember, work hard, but also respect nature's timing and listen to wise, simple advice. Keep your curiosity alive and do not be afraid to ask questions about nature. Thank you for listening, and do explore more stories and notes on EduRev to learn gently and happily.